Hi, so it's been a while and a half since I made a YouTube video, but here I am. I'm at our summer house right now, which sounds like a really fancy thing, but if you're Finnish, you know that almost everybody has a summer house. Anyway, I had a dream last night that I found a whole bunch of cool art supplies in a drawer here, and I was very disappointed this morning when I woke up that they weren't real because just as the dream was ending, I had realized that I could make a YouTube video with those art supplies. But I decided to make the video anyway and just see like what I can find in the drawers because I'm sure there's something even if it's not as cool as it was in my dream. So I'm gonna get started on that and I'll talk to you in a bit.
So here's everything I found. I also found a new assistant. This is Lumo. And I have these watercolors which look like cheap for children watercolors. Then I have this thing which is like very old, probably also student grade, but these look very cool. We've got the metallic ones as well. Actually, I knew that this exists somewhere, this gold one, and I am definitely going to steal this for my like actual life and art because like nobody uses these here. And then I have like a couple of pencils, neither of which are very sharp, and then a couple of sort of these ballpoint pens. I have a black colored pencil, an eraser that looks very old. Then this like stamp thing. I don't know if I can use this for anything because I don't like have the actual stamp ink, but I could try it with the watercolor. It looks like that. I think this is from Japan. And then I first found this pad of paper, which is like lined, but windy. I hope that's not too bad in the audio. Anyway, I decided that I don't actually need to use this because I found this huge like pad of actual watercolor paper, which I think I might also steal. So I don't know how I'm gonna be able to set up this camera for filming this because I don't have like a tripod with me or anything, but I'll see what I can do. So I ended up actually having to tape my phone to a board game box in order to get this filming set up, but I worked with what I had. These children's watercolors that I swatched first, they were sort of, the whole palette was covered in this sort of grayish paint and it was very dirty.
and I was too lazy to properly clean it, so all of the colors were a little bit muddy, but I just, rolled with that. And yeah, I swatched all the other paints as well, and I discovered that none of the ballpoint pens I found worked. So I ended up later on going into the kitchen and just like stealing a actual working ballpoint pen from the kitchen counter, which I don't know if that's cheating, but then again, I came up with this video concept, so it's not like there are any rules. I apologize for this part, which is very out of focus. I don't really know what happened here because there is no part of the picture that seems to be in focus, so I don't know what the camera was focusing on here. But basically, I just sketched this with one of the pencils I found. I chose the one that was sharper, basically. And I just came up with this random character. I didn't really have any idea what I was going to draw, so I just started drawing a face, which is what I'm best at drawing. And then I kept asking my friend who was in the room, being kind of bored because I was just sitting here drawing, and I kept asking her, like, oh, what should I draw, and like, what should her hair be like, and what should her shirt be like, and so on and so forth. And my friend was very helpful in deciding those things, so thanks if you happen to watch this. Yeah, so I used both of the watercolor sets that I found, and I thought that the, paints weren't like bad quality or anything, even the children's ones. I'm obviously used to using student grade paints just in general when I paint, so I didn't like, this wasn't like a step down from the usual paints I use, I guess. But I did quite enjoy the paper. I usually use mixed media paper for watercolor work, and so this took water much better than what I'm used to, so I should probably like try to start using watercolor paper instead, because this wasn't like a fancy one, but it was still better than the mixed media paper. Anyway, I did have quite a good time doing this. It was a nice way to spend an afternoon, and I'm glad I tried it and came up with this idea in a dream, I guess. Anyway, all that's left to say is, thanks for watching, and I'll see you whenever I happen to feel like making a new video, I guess. I hope it'll be a little sooner than, the gap between this video and the last one, but, who knows. I hope you're having a nice summer. Bye!